If you sit in your car before going inside, this is about you. It's not that you don't love your family or your life, but because you know once you open that door, you'll be needed again, needed to decide, needed to respond, needed to hold everything steady. And sometimes you just need 1 minute where nobody needs anything. That minute in your driveway when you get off work and that engine just off and you just sitting there, it's peaceful. And that's not laziness. That's accumulation. There's a kind of tired that doesn't come from lack of sleep. It comes from being required everywhere, at work, at home, in conversations, in decisions that don't stop following you home. I remember being in my 20s, working just to be working. No real clarity, just motion. Then my 30s came and it felt similar, just heavier. Same motion, more responsibilities, more people depending on me, more decisions that actually matter. And by the time I drove home, I wasn't physically exhausted. I was mentally spent. I mean, I sit in the driveway for an hour, not because I didn't want to go inside, but because I knew once I opened that door, I'll be needed. Needed as a husband, needed as a father, needed as the steady one. And I wanted to be that. That's the part people don't understand. It's not resentment. It's weight. You can love your life and still feel stretched thin inside it. You can love your kids and still sit in silence before walking in your house. That tired doesn't announce itself. It shows up in shorter patience, in choosing silence because talking feels like effort, in scrolling your phone because you don't have the capacity for just one more request. It shows up when you want to be present, but you feel like you're running on reserve. That's not weakness. That's accumulation. And if you never admitted that out loud, and that's perfectly normal, when you carry long enough without sitting anything down, your body doesn't always break. Sometimes your spirit gets quieter. And the dangerous part is that you get used to it. You tell yourself, I'm fine, but you keep showing up. You keep performing strength. But there's a moment, and it's very quiet, and it gets clear. And when you realize that this isn't just tired, this is depleted. Rest isn't sleep. Rest is relief. Relief from being required. Relief from being strong on demand. Relief from holding everything together. And now being 40, something shifted. And it's not because life got easier, but because I got clear. Clear about what matters. Clear about what doesn't. Clear about what I was carrying that was never really mine. I don't know where you are in your life. Maybe in your 20s, moving without direction. Maybe your 30s, holding more than you expected. Maybe you're past that. I'm not saying it's hopeless. I'm saying clarity comes when you start looking at your life differently. When you stop replaying what happened and start reinterpreting it. When you stop carrying what shaped you and start using it. You don't erase what you've seen. You just reframe it. You don't deny what you felt. You can repurpose it. And you don't stay defined by the season that exhausted you. You grow past it. That kind of shift doesn't make life lighter overnight, but it makes it intentional. So if you're tired, maybe the next step isn't just rest. Maybe it's clarity. And maybe that starts when deciding what's still worth it. That's just one thought. Now, what's yours?